small stuff mean? Now, I might have a picture here. So don't sweat the small stuff. What that kind of means in the past when we've talked about it is, don't sweat the fact you're using a little bit of butter. You know, people debate about all sorts of stuff, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of butter, a little bit of this and that. Sweat the loaf of bread. Do you know what I mean? Like, people sit there analysing, I heard that this vegetable was quite hollow in nutrients. Should I have that vegetable? I argue that the reason you're not getting results is not based around that vegetable. It's usually a bigger picture. It's the big elephant in the room. Focus on the big areas that need improvement rather than analysing the smallest stuff. And the reason I say that is Dan and I have been personal training a long, long time, and you'd be amazed by the amount of people that are sitting there going, I would have got results if I hadn't put that little bit of mayonnaise on my salad. Like they sit there analysing the littlest things when really there's a loaf of bread and a bottle of wine with that salad and they're not seeing it. Do you know what I mean? Focus on the big picture, don't debate the small little things. But that's not all we mean by that, because it can also mean the fact that you make a mistake one day and you let that affect your whole week. We're not going to do that. We're going to jump right back on board. But this has to be understood. I think we've been a bit too lenient in the past on what we mean by don't sweat the small stuff. The small stuff has become large stuff. Okay, so don't sweat the small stuff. What does it really mean? Okay, so in the past, if someone said, well, yogurt's fake, it's made up of more than one ingredient, I'd say, good point, it is fake, but don't sweat the small stuff and let you know how much you're really having. And then that got a little bit out of control, because what I thought was maybe a dollop on top of their oats in the morning was actually a whole tub of yogurt throughout the whole day. So we want to be really clear now, and the best way to make that clear, we think, is to think of it like this. Less than a thumb gets a thumbs up, all right? More than a thumb is a diversion. Does that make sense? So if you're wondering about that little bit of mayonnaise to have on that beautiful, nutritious salad you've made, the thumb rule, okay? Less than a thumb gets a thumbs up. More than a thumb is a diversion. Does that make sense? It's just the easiest way to have a blanket rule for everyone. So if you're wondering about that feta cheese you were going to add to your salad, just keep it small. That we'd call don't sweat the small stuff. If you've got a whole block of it with your salad, then I'd say that's quite a few diversions there. Okay? So think about it like that. Anything fake, that's anything fake. That's when this brings up all those little debates about cheeses and yogurts and stuff like that. Just to keep it small. Our body doesn't need those extra dairy products. We can get them from the vegetables. That's where we want you to put your focus. So keep that rule in mind, okay? All right. Next one.